welcome to Toad TV. I am Mary Beth.
I am Helen.
And we are the creative hands and minds behind Toad Hollow, where we dye yarn and make bags for all of you creatives. You can find us all over as Toad Hollow NJ, Instagram, Pinterest. On Ravelry, we are the Crafty Toads. On Facebook, we are Toad Hollow, or we have a Facebook group that is called Crafting with the Toads, where you can come and show us what you're making and send us down your rabbit holes.
A note on that, I've had to decline a few people this week because they haven't been answering the questions. They're just two simple questions to make sure you're not a robot. So please, when you ask to join, make sure you answer the two questions.
Okay. Yeah. And we've gone down a couple of rabbit holes this week. Marnie's not allowed to talk to Helen anymore because Helen's now talking about Hades, which are, it's a company called Heaven and Earth Designs, and they make very, very elaborate full coverage cross stitch, which means that every single box is got thread in it. And they're gorgeous. They're absolutely stunning. However,
I'm gonna do one.
It's a commitment. Yeah. It's a real commitment.
Figure out the fabric and everything, but I'm gonna do one.
Helen and Marnie were going back and forth, and then Helen started showing me some things, and I'm like, oh my God, no, go away, bad people. Okay, so Crafting with the Toads, that's where you can, send us down your rabbit holes. So I think that's it. It's been a morning. All right, so a couple of quick things. We had a giveaway last week. Thank you everybody for commenting. We got quite a few comments. I think we kind of split almost 50-50 lion or lamb. The question was, do you think March is going to come in like a lion or a lamb? And I think we were about 50-50 as to how it would go.
Normally I'm a pessimist and I just assume lion, but this year, we've been lamb all the way.
I know, that's the thing. People were saying...
there's no indication that it's going to get worse.
Right. So. I think we're supposed to have kind of a blustery weekend, though, but I think windy.
But not like freezing cold or snowstorms or...
We happen to be very, very lucky. Okay, we're going to be taking out chunks of this episode because somebody's having several meltdowns. Spike has had
I'm such a diva.
I know, she's so difficult to work with, you have no idea. No, Spike is having several meltdowns, so... Okay. Anyway, we asked you how you thought March would come in, lion or lamb, and we noticed that we had quite a few comments from Canada and England.
Yeah.
They were saying lion, and then out west, where?
Yeah, I saw one from Scotland that she thought it was going to be a lion.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Scotland.
Right. We are very, very blessed where we are.
One step away from the top.
And we have, we're surrounded by water, so we usually have a slightly milder winter, but
it's been ridiculous.
This one has been really very, very mild. Okay, so here we go. This was A. It was the blue, and that goes DK. Congratulations. Please get in touch with us. Send us a message and with your address, and we will send that out to you. She said in like a lamb.
Okay. All
right, then B was the one that was speckled blue and purple. Love this one. So pretty. That is Liz K1216. She said in like a lion. Okay. All right. Then C is the green that looks chain plied. And that is TT Scraps. She said in like a lion.
Okay.
All right. And D was... the two from Brooklyn Boy Knits. They're two different skeins, but they're meant to go together. And that is Feather and Stitches podcast, and she said in like a lion. I'm pretty sure lion. Yes, in like a lion.
Okay, so all four of you just get in touch with us. Probably toadhollowNJ@gmail.com is our email, and just send us a quick email with your address, and we will throw a label on them and get them out to you.
Right. So congratulations, everybody. And for this week, we got, this is for the cross stitchers. We got Cross Stitch Magazine. It's the Easter edition, spring and Easter edition. We also get this online. We are going to give away this magazine. So if you are a cross stitcher, or if you know a cross stitcher and you would like to get it, please send us, leave us a comment, and
there's some fun patterns in here. That's a welcome spring. I mean, there are a ton of patterns.
yeah.
Oh, I love these. Oh, there's a bee. I'm coming. The fairy gardens. I thought those were so pretty.
Those are, oh my God, those are beautiful.
Right?
So we get this on as a digital copy as well. So we are giving away the paper copy if you would like to do it. What's your favorite flower of spring? Leave us a question.
Okay.
What's your favorite flower of spring? Because they also do the flowers of the month.
Yeah.
So March and April are in there. So yeah, tell us what your favorite flower is, and we will tell you ours next week.
Right.
But just leave us a comment, and we'll stick it in an envelope and send it out to you. Whoever wins. Okay? All right. So a couple of weeks ago, we got a package from Tina, and she sent us exotic chocolates. And we tried one last week.
Specialty, not so much exotic.
Oh, okay, so specialty.
I mean, exotic to us, but
yeah, I'm a Hershey's girl. So Kit Kat is about as exotic as I get.
ooh, they put mint in that.
I'm an
It's a
M&M
wild and crazy night.
I love M&Ms. All right. Anyway, so she sent us a little box that has all these different bars of chocolate, and we thought we'd try some of them. So we tried the sea salt and almond last week.
Yes.
And I just randomly picked this one out, and I'm going to tell you I'm a little worried.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we're not going to like this one.
No, I don't know that whether we're going to like it or... It's just, I am not a huge banana person or coconut. But I'm going to try it, and we're going to see. So, house-roasted bananas, peels, and Sri Lankan coconut permeate our dark chocolate with husky tropical notes.
Husky. Like that. Husky.
Okay.
There
Let's
we go.
try this and see. Here we go.
Somebody have the button on 911.
Why, do you think you're allergic to something? All right. I literally did this just before we started filming, which is why I'm not prepared at all. Okay. That's for you. Ready? 1, 2,
Cheers.
3, cheers. Well, I taste the coconut.
That's not the worst thing I ever ate.
That actually is really good. Who
See?
knew?
Gotta try new things.
Wow. I like that. I'm
And
not a
normally
big dark chocolate.
I don't like dark chocolate.
I like that a
But the
lot.
banana gets you the sweet. That's really,
Okay.
really good.
All right.
Thank you very much, Tina.
Thank you. You can
Open
put that
it-
aside, and
Open new doors.
yeah, I'm going to finish that after the podcast. Thank you very much. Okay. So, what shall we do first? We have a table piled with stuff.
Okay.
Shall we talk about samples?
Okay, we'll do samples. And then we'll do the new yarn.
Okay.
I should do the new yarn because that's on top.
Okay.
So, today's February 27th. Happy birthday, Jonathan. That's our brother.
It's his birthday today.
And if he actually, comes back and says thank you, then I will die.
Oh my God.
Oh. Anyway, February 27th, which means March starts on Saturday. Sunday? Sunday. March 1st is Sunday, which means we have a new fairy tale to announce, which is what I'm getting to. We announced it on the live broadcast, but we also wanted to do it here because we get more of you watch this episode. So, look, it's the new yarn. I'm sharing it. The fairy tale is The Bremerton Musicians.
The Bremerton Musicians. Where's the
We have a...
this
Here.
So here is our inspiration photo.
So that's the Bremerton Musicians.
So the Bremerton Musicians is a story about 4 animals, farm animals, who are getting on in years, and their masters have decided that they are no longer useful, and they started being very mean to them. So the animals decide to run away and become musicians in the local town of Bremen. And on their way there, they pass a cottage where they see robbers who are fighting over their loot, and they scare the robbers away and wind up living in the cottage, using the loot to pay for their lives, and they live happily ever after.
Playing their musical instruments.
Right.
And I just love this illustration so much. So, this is the cottage.
Nope, Bremen.
Bremen. Okay.
That's Bremen.
So this is Bremen.
And this is the musicians.
Look at that. Love the colors on this one.
Those two go together like that. And then Helen, well, you've got yours on.
Yeah. So we knit samples in each of the yarns so you can see how they knit up. So this is Bremen. And it's in the worsted, using the worsted base, and it is the Waverly Weekend Cowl, which is a free pattern on Ravelry. Such a quick knit, and it's fun to knit up. And it's such a lovely, I've been wearing it all morning, and now my neck is like, wait, put it back on. It's just so comfortable. So.
And I did the car hat. That's Kaarre. It's being modeled by my bear Paddington, who I've had since I was 10. That's why he's a little bit worse for wear. I cast this on and thought I was making an adult side hat and totally misjudged it. So this is out of the Musicians. Look how that knit up. Oh my god, so beautiful. This hat is a lot of fun to knit. You do DK weight, twisted rib, and then it's knitting and slip stitching to carry the line over. Not slip stitching, knitting. Yeah, and you slip stitch with the yarn in front of the needles, so you carry the yarn over, so that you make this chevron-y kind of, well, not chevron, this pattern. It's just really kind of funky and cool. I love it. So I'm gonna have to do this again.
And that was also a quick knit because you pretty much knit that last week.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I did it very quickly.
Granted, it's baby.
Well, and luckily I have a baby who's turning 1 on Monday, so that I can send that to him. But that is the car hat in the Musicians. That is my finished object for knitting.
Okay, yeah, mine too. So
okay, so that is the yarn of the month. This is March's. 2 different types that you can choose from, and they are available in fingering, DK, and sweater tote.
So we have each month, if you have not been following, we introduce a new fairy tale starting in January.
One more?
No, I got them all.
Okay.
Okay. So January was Red Riding Hood, so we had Red and the Wolf. February was The Princess and the Frog. And we had Louis and his Trumpet and Voodoo. So March, we have Bremen and the Musicians. So, oh, look at that. We have a 6K mini skein set.
So now
in the shop, the minis are available. So you can get a sampling of all 6. So those are available in the shop right now too.
And then for those of you that had questions about it, January and February are still available. That we are going to be carrying these throughout the year.
Yeah.
So there they are. They are still good to go.
And they will be coming with us to all the festivals coming up.
Right. So those are the fairy tales. And then, oh, here, you want to give it to me? I have a little bit of space over here. This week for sewing, we have been working on bags. We found some fabric that we fell in love with.
And it kind of went with the whole musicians running, the animals running away.
So we decided to make Is that how you're doing it? Okay. Hobo bags. How cool are these? Oh my God, I love these. Love, 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 love these.
So they're only in our drawstring toadstool style because of the whole,
Hobo, tie them to the end
tie
of the
them
stick.
to the end of your stick and run away from home. Go join the circus.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So we have 6 different colors. Purple, yellow, pink,
Orange.
and aqua blue.
Kelly green.
We decided to go for spring colors rather than the traditional red and blue,
Yeah.
because when we saw these, my first thought was I can see, if you're walking through a yarn festival, a grid of these where you just have row upon row of all these great colors, and it'll just catch your eye and you'll want to go see what else we have.
Yeah.
So these are the bags. We have 15 of each. They are in the store.
Links are down below.
Right. I do not know whether we are going to have them.
We only got a certain amount of yardage. We have 15 of each bag. So however long they last, depending on whether we can get new fabric in time or not. This is whether they will actually make it to our shows or not.
Right. So that is, they are available now. All right. So I'm writing down.
We have a lot of show notes to add this week, so we're writing them as we go.
Jotting things down as we do them. Okay. All right. So that is
the shop update.
shop update. Bags and yarn. We seem discombobulated.
No, we're fine.
Okay. Shall we do show samples?
Do her first.
Okay. So last August, July? August, we met with Shayna from Yumi Yarns, and she came up to us at a show, and we talked to her about designing some things with our yarn, and she came up with a line of things that matched the names of the yarn.
Right, and she's calling it her Tales from Childhood series. And she just released them last week. So we wanted to show you the samples in our yarn and also encourage you to go get the patterns.
Right.
So this is the hat. It's done up in DK, and the pink is Mowage and the green is Mr. Carrisford.
And then she did matching mitts, where you can see the pink a little bit better, and the green is the accent.
And all you need is one skein of each, and you get both the hat and the mitts.
Right. And the stitch pattern, when you get the pattern, she's got links to videos that show you how to make the specialty stitches.
It's almost like a honeycomb stitch.
This one is really interesting because the pink, it's like almost lace on top of
they're so pretty.
the green. They're really beautiful.
Almost Victorian looking.
So there's that, and then she did a shawl as well.
And the shawl is
2 skeins.
2 skeins of your main color, and then a mini skein set.
So she did it in Mowage, and then she took our Harry Potter.
Well, it was just random minis.
Was it just random?
I mean, you've got Susan in there, and here's Moonstone.
Okay.
I think Christmas at Hogwarts.
It's Christmas at Hogwarts.
Harry Potter. So you just need, I think it's 6 mini skeins.
6 minis. Oh, you know what this was? I think this was our blues. We had a set that was blues into greens.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So you have
But I mean, it doesn't matter because it's not going to be the same.
2 different. Okay, so 6 different minis, and then 2 skeins of your main color.
So you buy the fairy tale set and 2 skeins of like New Jersey beaches or something, and you make a beautiful, and it's a nice big shawl.
Right. So this is again available on Yumi Yarns. That's YUMI Yarns on Ravelry, and her name, the designer's name is Shayna Scott.
Right.
And you can go find that. And then if you would like to make it in our colors, we would love that. And you can come and buy the yarn on our site.
Right.
Okay. All right, we are also beginning to get in samples for the new shows that are coming up. We sent out some of our mini skeins and our regular yarns to be knit into new things, and they're starting to come back.
We are going on a cowl kick.
Yeah.
We have a ton of shawls as samples, so we wanted things that one skein projects, mini skeins.
Great with mini skeins, that kind of thing.
That kind of thing. So the first one, Lene knit up for us. It is the Ache Cowl. And this is in our fairy tale minis. So you have Into the Sunset. She sailed across the ocean. Happily Ever After. Once Upon a Time. And the Sidekick.
Love the way the sidekick came out.
I adore Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time is
That
gorgeous.
is gorgeous. We have another one coming out, coming back to us. That's Once Upon a Time is the main color, and oh my god, it's just so gorgeous.
Right.
Anyway, okay, so it's and we will have kits at all the shows, but it's the Ache Cowl by the Yarniad, who is Hillary Smith Callis. So that's how hers looks, and that's.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Lene, for doing that. It is gorgeous.
And we got an email from Jen Schmidt, who was saying that she was using our fairy tale minis, and she had designed a cowl. How it came out. God, I love that so much.
Yeah.
And we were saying, oh, that's so pretty. I need to knit that up. And then we realized that we had just finished sending out a sample to be knit in one of her other patterns.
So the Autumn Harvest Cowl.
Rachel knit this up for us.
So we decided to go more Spring Harvest. But I love the owls. See the owls right there?
This is in Mrs. White's Tea Party. This is our latest Toad's Tail. And
it is so pretty. So spring.
Oh my goodness. Here you can see the owl here. There's the owl and there's a tree.
And this is very much like our Knitting at the Library cowls that we've done before, where you're getting a different stitch. It's like a sampler. So you do a different stitch for each color. And it's just so pretty. And this Hearts for Tea, this pink one. God.
So the purple up on top is hyacinths and pansies. And then this is Welcome All. This is the cronies. This is...
Hearts for Tea?
Nope. Sorry.
Yeah.
This is the crony. I've got that right. This is Hearts for Tea. And then...
The invitation.
This is the invitation down at the bottom. And as luck would have it, one of my projects is I have cast on... She decided to call the fairy tale one that she designed the Happily Ever After.
Once Upon a Time.
The Once Upon a Time cowl. I have cast it on. And I am using the Mrs. White's Tea Party.
Is that available?
No, because it's, she hasn't even really written it up yet.
Oh, okay.
It's just, she sent me the very first copy so that we could
work on a test
net.
Okay.
So I am doing that for her, and I will show that to you when I get to my knitting. But it's, seriously, I've got like 2 rows done. But it's going to be so pretty. So pretty.
Dude. He's not barking, so.
Okay. All right.
So you want to write those down?
Oh, okay. So we have Ache Cowl. And the
Autumn Harvest.
Autumn Harvest. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Moving on. Shall we talk about our knitting?
I was going to say, now I think we can talk about what we're knitting.
Right, because we've gotten down to our knitting stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we have our finished objects. I have my hat.
I have my cowl.
Okay. And then here is my cowl that I just cast on. I'm starting with the invitation, which is that. Kind of think it's getting kind of blown out a little bit. But this is...
That's just going to make it worse. Oh, that makes it really bad. Okay, so it's in the invitation.
This is where I am so far, so really just cast it on. But you can see how the colors are coming.
You got quite
This
a
is-
few rows done yesterday.
It's knit 2 through the back loop, purl 2
pink.
through the back loop.
Oh, look at the pink and the
Yeah,
yellow and everything together.
it's so pretty. It really is. It's gorgeous color. So that is where I have 10 rows of knit 2 through the back loop, purl 2 through the back loop, which is just so much fun. However, it's not
It's
as bad
so beautiful when it's done.
as Marianne, who is doing a sweater where she has to just purl through the back loop the whole way across. Yeah. More power to you. Okay.
Oh, I just threw away my chocolate. 5-second roll. It stayed in the box. I didn't throw it away.
Besides, it's threads.
Yeah.
It's clean.
I have been working on pretty much, as far as where you can see progress, my Knitting at the Library cowl, which is designed by iRock Knits. And I finally finished. This was the section that would never end. The Dread Pirate Henry section. That was a lot of purling. And it seemed like that mini was like 20 times longer than the others. So we have Captain Kerr, Roddy the Rat, the Cook, Dread Pirate Henry, and I have just started the First Mate, which is going to be my last section. Which is going to be a repeat of the first section. So it is going to be this lovely long cowl, very loose. And I love how pretty these colors are.
They're beautiful.
And I'm just using a green mini in our
I
acorn
love the
colorway.
way the gray just kind of
Comes through
helixes.
Yeah,
but it helixes up through Captain Kerr.
yeah,
So it's going up at an angle and stuff. That looks really nice.
yeah. So
Very, very pretty.
I love this color. This teal color that we came up with, just
The Dread Pirate Henry
Yeah,
is a very
yeah.
good one.
so love that color.
Yes. Very pleased with those.
Yes. So I should have this done for, by the way, we have a trunk show next Saturday at Rita Mae Yarns in York, Pennsylvania. And I should have this done and ready to go with kits for that and then for our spring shows.
Yes. That is going to be next Saturday, March 7th.
Right.
And
11:30 to 4, I think
Yeah, I
is
think
what we're
so.
doing. So that's my knitting.
okay.
I did a little bit on my sweaters, but nothing to show any progress.
I have a little bit of progress on my Brunswick tee. Because I now have a sleeve. I have one sleeve. One lonely sleeve. No, I have one sleeve. I have picked up the stitches for the second sleeve. I'm going to be doing it magic loop. This did not take me terribly long. I just have to actually get it going. So that is where I am on the Brunswick. It's coming. It's coming. Who knows?
But it's just getting things, other things took precedence. You had to get your hat done
Right. So this may be done.
and you know, make 90 bags and all that.
I'm going to say hopefully by Delmarva. I'll be wearing it. We have a show on March 13th, 14th, and 15th in Ocean City, Maryland. That is the Delmarva Fiber Festival, and I hope to be wearing this for that. That is the plan. Okay. All right. That is it for knitting, because as Helen said, I spent most of my time knitting the hat, and then I cast on the new cowl and got in a little bit of time on the sweater too.
Okay,
Moving on.
moving on.
All right, let me just not jot down very quickly. Brunswick. G. Okay. All right, I have a finish.
Right.
I finished for cross stitch. This is Scenes of Spring, the Country Spirits Collection by Homespun Elegance. That is what it looks like. I am pretty sure I followed the colors,
The call for colors.
the call for colors. Nope. I'm going to change that and say I did not do the called for colors. I found matching called for colors. I will put up, hopefully.
She's
on
not
the
Classic
blog.
Colorworks?
She is Sampler Threads.
Oh, that's Gentle Earth.
Okay, so we didn't have it.
Oh, okay.
So I found things that matched.
Okay.
This is mine.
Doesn't matter.
No. Look how pretty
That's
that is.
so pretty.
Oh, that is so, so pretty.
You did that fast.
It really,
I mean, for us.
It did. This was started as one of my Stitch Manias from last year, and
But I mean, you had gotten like the top of the S done.
right, I had done almost nothing, so that all of this was stitched within the last couple of weeks. The only thing I would change is when I did this birdhouse back here, I did one strand of gold and one strand of white. For this birdhouse, I only did the white, and I think it fades in a little too much. So if I were going to change anything, I would do the one strand of gold and the one strand of white for that
On the
birdhouse
camera,
there.
this birdhouse is showing up better.
You think so?
But it's small. It's bigger. This one's
Yeah.
small.
Anyway, that's the way it is. I love this so much.
So now do you know what you're going to do?
I think I'm going to do something where it's not going to be a pillow. It's going to be something that we can switch out.
Okay.
Because we have the one for summer, and I actually think this would look, I think we have a piece of wood that this would look really good on with a little bit of a background color.
Fabric, okay.
But it's already like whitewash painted and everything, so that we don't have to do anything to it, and then you just add these to it. Okay. So it's going to be a foam board or sticky board with a little bit of colored fabric behind it, and then onto the wood. I think. I don't know.
We're gonna have to have a finishing party.
We do, because I'm thinking about it. I have, I think, 5 or 6 different things that are done.
Wow.
That are waiting to be
I have 2.
done, that need to be finished.
Yeah.
So that they're starting to add up.
Yeah.
You know, so that we've got to do something with them.
It's not my favorite thing. It's like I finished stitching it and I'm like, oh, that was fun, great. Okay, there you go. That's done. So
Time to move on.
yeah.
But I want to display them. I want to have them out. So there's some that we
Put all
know
the
we're
time
going to
in,
do
yeah.
into pillows.
Right.
Like my Halloween, I want to do into the pillow, the Halloween words.
Right.
I definitely want to do that into the pillow, but then the field mice, I think I want to do as a flat thing.
Okay.
So that, again, we could switch it out because we have one that's Brenda Gervais, that's the candy canes.
Right.
So we want to do, you know, so that there are some things that I want to do flat and some that I want to do as a pillow. I'm not sure exactly how everything's going to go, though. But that's another one down from Stitch Mania from last year. Another one finished.
Excellent.
All right.
You're going to talk yourself into doing it all over again this year.
Oh, no, there's no talking into. I know I'm doing it.
You're going to start a new one every day.
I'm not sure that I'm going to start a new one every day, although I might, because I really enjoy starting something new every day. I don't know.
Right.
I'm not sure. I'm going to be a little bit more thoughtful about it, you know,
About what you're starting.
about what I'm starting.
Yeah, because we have quite a few from Mania, I think, that probably will never get finished.
But
and we
I
should
was-
go through them, because if we're not going to finish them, we should give away the patterns.
Right. Because I was watching Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop, and she said that's what part of it is that you're starting all these different things and getting a couple stitches in, and then you may decide, no, I don't want to do this anymore, and you pass them on. Or she finished 16. She had 6 more that she was going to finish, and then she was frogging 10.
Okay.
You know, and that's just part of it.
Yeah.
Especially for us, since we're
It was
relatively new
all
at
the
doing
beginning,
this,
and
you know.
deciding what our style was and what we really want to do.
Right, and getting all wound up in, you know, am I going to do a stitch along type of thing, and then it's just, nope, this is what I really enjoy, so I'm going to be a little bit more conscious about, just because I know more about it and about me now.
Which, by the way, I need a piece of fabric.
Well, as luck would have it, we just bought 4 great big huge pieces, so I think we got that covered.
Street's Alice starts tomorrow.
Right. And you got all the thread for it.
I have all the thread, so I'm very excited.
Okay. I have 2 more. How about you?
I have 2.
Okay, go ahead.
I worked on my spring moon and my sacred bee, but not enough that you can really see progress, so I'll save those for another week. What I did do was I started my Jardin Privé Alice Wonderland.
Okay, I have to tell you, they've got a Red Riding Hood. And if
somebody,
I had
did you see somebody
money,
in there crafting with the toads?
Yes.
Did it?
If I had money, I would get it. I don't have money, so I can't get it yet, but oh my God.
I got the bottom done. Anyway, so I started it last weekend, and I got the boring green straight stitches across done. And I have started, the white is going to be the teapot down here in the bottom of the snow globe. So
Are you missing the blue or?
I haven't put the blue in yet.
Gotcha.
I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the teapot, then I'll do the hat for the Mad Hatter, and what is this? I think teacups. Teacups, and then I know that everything in that section is now blue. It's just easier. For me to do it that way.
That is very easy, yeah. That's good. That's a good idea. Okay. You know, doing this bottom piece, it's a pain in the neck, but then you've got a starting point for everything.
It centers everything because it's the width of the project.
Right.
You know, you can count up from and go anywhere.
Right.
So that's, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really good.
So I'm doing this on 32 count linen. It was one of my monthly pieces from Color and Cotton.
Somebody mentioned as a comment that she had never thought about stitching on colored fabric, and now she's really kind of excited to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I don't want to do anything else.
I know.
Even if it's just gray. I want it to be, because your Bloomtopia, I'm like, oh, that's so stark white.
Well, here, so I'll show you.
I have to put it on my next one. Okay.
I am doing Bloomtopia, which is a free pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. They are asking that if you do it, you make a donation to Make-A-Wish Foundation. And parts 1 and 2 have been released, and part 3 will be coming out on Sunday. And look, I finished part 1 and 2.
You're on track.
I'm on track, but look how pretty
That's
that
what I'm going
is.
to try and do with the Satsuma Street Alice, is try and keep on track.
So I'm on track with that, but you can see, I mean, the white is blowing out even on the camera. The colors.
I mean, the one thing is that the colors totally pop because
Yes.
they're on the white. So there is that. And your colors are conducive to white.
Which is why I decided to go with this. I am using almost all the called for, it's all DMC. I'm using almost all the called for colors, except there are 1 or 2 that I'm going either up a number or down a number because we didn't have that particular one. Like 471, I'm using 472 instead of 471 because I didn't have 471. The only thing that I changed completely is they call for gray, and I chose to do purple instead because I love the rainbow. So wherever you see purple, that is supposed to be gray, and I threw in purple instead.
Much prefer purple.
Me too. Like these little things up here, the little circle-y and star things up there, those were supposed to be gray, and I did purple.
It's so
I love it. The colors are gorgeous. They really are.
And it's going to be just like a nice, if you want to do a pillow or if you want to have a wall hanging. It
Right.
Just...
And I mean, part 1 was to the butterfly, and then part 2 was this section. They're keeping each of them very small and very attainable so that they're doing it every
2 weeks, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's every 2 weeks that they're releasing it. So that's where I am.
Okay.
But I am enjoying it. It's really nice.
All right, the other thing I got some significant progress that you can see on is my Wizard of Oz sampler by Owl Forest Embroidery. Get a general idea. So I am almost done the first section.
Oh, wow.
Which is, so I have Dorothy and Toto and Kansas. I just have to finish up this star here and the doorway of the house. And I get to move on to the next section.
Very cool.
So it is, it's very cool.
How much further across does it go, or does it go up?
Oh no, it goes way across.
It's going to be big then.
See, she's
Oh, that's about halfway then.
Yeah.
Okay.
so there's the first section down there. So then you go into Glinda.
Ha. Very cool.
Yeah. So
All right.
very cool.
I have been working on my Wizard of Oz as well. Mine is by the Little Stitcher. And let's wait. Getting to my cover. There we go. That's what it looks like. Last week I had finished. Okay, last week when I showed you, I had just finished the Scarecrow. I have finished filling in the Tin Woodsman, and I have started the Lion. So this over here is the Cowardly Lion with the bow in his hair, and these little bits of brown are shadows on his, well actually it's the tuft at the end of his tail and then shadows on his leg.
Love that.
And I'm going to be filling it in with 2 different color
So then
golds.
he's the last one.
He is the last one. Then there are a couple of flowers that go down the side of it,
Okay.
sort of like by
I love
Dorothy.
those flowers. I think those are so pretty.
I know, they're really, really pretty. And then there are words that go across the bottom that says there's no place like home, and then it's got a border.
Cool.
And that will be finished. But I also finished the Yellow Brick Road. The Yellow Brick Road I did in...
Is that, I was going to ask, is that a variegated? Or
It is.
that's
No,
really
that's
cool.
it's a variegated. It is Golden Star by Classic Colorworks.
That is a cool color.
And it is. It's really, really pretty. I like that so much.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So that is going to be his body, the lion's body.
Okay.
The gold that is the Scarecrow's face is going to be his face. And then this yellowy orange is going to be the lion's body. It's going to be really, really pretty. So that's where I am with this. It is moving along very nicely. Since I finished the spring, that was my morning stitching. We give ourselves a little bit of time every morning to stitch. So spring was what I was doing in the mornings. That is now done. So the Wizard of Oz is now moving to my morning stitching. And I have to pick something else from the pack of things that I started for Mania and see what else I can finish up.
Cool.
I am still working on my samplers. However, it's just a little bit each day so that it's not a lot of progress.
Yeah.
A little bit each day, a little bit each week. So I have to get a little bit more done to show.
We have not had, and we won't have for the next several weeks,
Right.
a tremendous amount of stitching time.
Yeah, no, we are in prep mode now for the shows that are coming up. So stitching gets kind of pushed aside a little bit, but it's okay because we do get a little bit in.
Yeah, no, it's just
Unfortunately, the thing that is falling completely to the wayside is quilting.
Yeah.
We have not had a chance to do any kind of quilting. It's any kind of sewing that we've been doing has been dedicated to getting bags done.
Right.
So that and that will be that way. That's the way it is until
The summer probably.
the summer.
I mean,
Yeah.
we'll get some done, but
For the most part,
yeah.
our grand plans of getting a quilt pattern, a quilt square done every month or whatever.
Oh look, we challenged ourselves to something and failed after the first week.
Yeah.
That
We will
never
get
happens.
them done. We will get them done. It's just not in the same time period. All right. That is what I have been working on.
That's the crafting.
That is pretty much it. Okay, so a little bit of life stuff. We went to trivia on Tuesday.
We crushed it.
Oh yeah,
We won
we won.
by 5 points. It's okay. We won.
We won. And Marnie, our friend from the podcast, came and joined us, and we had our regular group, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And we just, I love going to trivia. I really do. Jim, the host of the trivia, can't believe that we drive an hour and a half each way. And I'm like, you kidding? For trivia? I'll drive an hour and a half. So, yeah, no. So Tuesday night we had it, and it was just, we had a great time.
Yeah.
Great time. We stopped at a craft store on the way up because we were about an hour early. And as we were walking through the aisles, somebody came up. She's like, "Oh, look, the toads are back in the house." She was one of our customers who used to come when we had a store up there. So yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
That walking through a store and get fat.
You get the celebrity treatment. Oh,
Yeah.
the toads.
Okay, as far as reading, what are you reading?
I finished up the second worst restaurant in France. It was okay. It was not my favorite book.
Okay.
I thought the characters were just a little
Too much?
weak.
Okay.
They need more fleshing out. The whole thing with Chloe and what the end result was
Okay.
just, you knew it was coming, but it was like, okay, you needed more. It just, everything needed more shaping and rounding.
Okay.
Um,
It's by Alexander McCall Smith. He is prolific.
yes.
So that
And I kind of showed in that, to me, it was just like, oh, okay, here's an idea. And it was a great idea. It just needed, to me, it needed more.
kind of like Maeve Binchy's short stories.
Yeah.
Where you get just a taste of it and you really want more, so
Yeah.
that there's something there that's you really want to delve into, but
it just wasn't ready to go out.
it's just surface,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
I started Tidelands, which I'm enjoying very much.
I like the narrator.
Yeah, she did The Girl Before.
Yes.
So
Yeah, I had to go check because I
Yeah.
heard her. I'm like, oh, I know this voice.
yeah. So and then I just finished up the Bromance book club, just in time for our book club, which we're going to talk about in another video. I have a lot to say about that.
Okay.
Not all good.
We're gonna pick some good ones. We're gonna pick some.
Yeah. No, I just had issues with that one. And I was writing them down this morning, and then I just I was working myself up. Anyway.
Okay.
That's gonna be our Toad from the Toad's bookshelf this week.
All right.
Stay
tuned.
And I started Marches in
The
that.
Lies of Loch Lamora.
I downloaded it to my Kindle.
Okay.
So and I saw you're on page like 766.
No, I'm not.
No?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
I'm not
it's
even
like,
close.
It's like it was on 766. I'm like,
I have no idea what that is.
A, there are 766 pages, and B, she's already there.
No. I'm only on like chapter 2, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I did the prologue, and maybe I don't even know if I've made it through chapter 1 yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. You're good.
So yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. All right. I finished up Tidelands. Liked it very, very much. I have done Where the Forest Meets the Stars. I like that one a lot. I'm going to get you the author of that one though, because that one was a good one. I like that one very, very much.
And if you have Kindle Unlimited, that's in Kindle Unlimited.
That was by Glendy Vandera. So I finished that one, and I am right now reading The Lies of Loch Lamora and listening to
Sky something, right?
Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. That's the one that I'm listening to as I sew.
As good as they say?
No.
Okay.
It's okay. It's good, but it's definitely young adult.
Okay.
So that...
He's a science, not science.
No,
fantasy?
he's most definitely science
Is he
fiction.
science fiction
He
or
is science
fantasy?
fiction. This is
Okay.
a book about Earth has been destroyed, and their ancestors left before it was destroyed and came and crashed into this planet that they are living on. It is habitable. You can live on the surface. However, the Krell are an alien race that constantly try and destroy the Earthlings on the planet. So they live in caves underneath, and to be one of the fighter pilots is a huge coup,
Honor.
an honor. So the main character is trying to become a fighter pilot. However, her father created or did the worst part that he could be. He ran away from an air fight. He has been branded a coward. He was shot down by his own people. And her entire family is now shunned because she is the daughter of a coward. And even though she's a tremendous pilot, they will never let her become a true fighter pilot because of her family background.
Oh, okay.
So it's good. It's well written. It's just a young adult.
Angsty.
It's not even so much angsty.
Okay.
Because it's just a little bit simple.
Okay.
You know, it's just a little bit. It's a young adult thing. So far I'm enjoying it, and I probably will want to continue and finish the trilogy.
Okay.
But it's not, you know, like a 10,000 Doors of January where you're going to be living and breathing this book for the next couple months.
Which, by the way, she's got a book coming out. Not
Oh my goodness. So I follow Alex Harrow on Instagram, and all of a sudden this came across my
she has the most gorgeous, I don't know whether she does the art.
No, she doesn't. It's a tattoo artist.
Is it real? Okay, I can see that though.
This, she said, so this happened. The once and future witches.
Looks so good.
It looks so good.
It has nothing to do with January. It's not a continuation of January. It's just her second book, and it just
So, if you were a fan of the 10,000 Doors of January, know that is coming out. I think in September.
October 2020.
Okay, so that'll be coming out this fall, and we will be looking for that.
Yeah. So
we may be going to BookCon.
Yeah.
We shall see. Okay. Because we didn't have any fun there last year.
No.
None
we
whatsoever.
spent no money.
None. Okay. I think that's it.
That's why we didn't do the garden walk. It was BookCon.
Oh, did we not do it last year?
I knew we had something that was the same weekend as the garden walk.
I thought we did it and then we did BookCon the next day. No,
it was the other way around. We did the
right.
BookCon and then the garden club, but I knew we had something.
Right.
And I'm like, we didn't have a show, but that's what it was. We did BookCon.
Okay.
Rambling.
And we have started watching The Magicians. A friend of ours, Heather, said that we should watch The Magicians.
Even though I hated the book.
We both read the book and did not like it at all.
I didn't like the characters at all.
However,
and after the first season, I was still pretty much feeling the same way. And I just think in the second season, they're just totally finding their stride.
Yes.
And I mean, part of it is they're letting Elliot and Margot go.
Yeah.
Just go.
Do your thing and just do it. So we are enjoying that. That is on Netflix. They have the first 4 seasons on Netflix, and then season 5 is showing on Sci-Fi
right now.
It's their current season is up on Sci-Fi. So we're kind of wallowing in that a little bit. All right, so that, and we still are. I mean, Survivor season 40. If you are a Survivor fan, having so much fun with that. So much fun with that.
I love Boston Rob.
I know. I do. I really do. The look on his face at Tribal Council this past week, where he thought it was going one way and it turned out going another, and
And you just want to watch next week because you know all hell is going to break loose.
Right. As they said,
the Godfather is going to...
Don't cross the Godfather. Helen and I keep looking at each other and going, there are 5 of you, vote the Godfather out.
I mean, they're all talking about how we have to break up the big 3. We have to break up the big 3. And I'm like, there are 5 of you and the big 3. I hate to do math for you.
You guys are supposedly intelligent.
All 5 of you could break up the big 3 very easily.
Yes.
And the easiest way to break up the big 3 is to vote out Boston Rob. But the problem with that is then you send him off to be with his wife.
Right.
On Exile Island. So
I don't, and he is helping them through challenges.
Well, he's failing at the puzzles.
When he was doing that climbing them up over the wall, he was throwing a couple of those people up over the wall, so that he's strong. He's really, really strong on challenges.
Yeah, but they're losing anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like they're winning, so...
They came really close.
I can tell you, if I were on that island, I'd be like, okay, I can't look at him, but he has to go.
Right. He's got something. Man, it's
so fun to watch.
It is. I love watching it when he's on. Okay. All right, so
I think that's it.
that is it. We are off to go shopping with my mother. We're going to take her shopping because my nephew's first birthday is coming up next week, and we have to get presents and send them down to Virginia. So we have to take her out and help her find a birthday present.
Yeah.
So that's our plans.
Okay, go forth and create, everybody.
Have a wonderful week. Make something beautiful, and we will see you next week.
Yep.